Hey, welcome in. I'm back at my spot watching the sunset. And uh, I can go on a little walk today. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm back at my spot, the same spot I was at, was it last week? But I found a different way. There's still a huge puddle blocking the other side of the walk. But I was able to find this other path. So we can see a little bit more. And the sunset, I think, is like for another 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Hey, Karina, how are you? Hey, Dave Jeffrey, how are you? Since I got here, I'm hearing nothing but sirens. I hope it's nothing major. But yeah, the other day I was here and I couldn't get to the path because it was snowed and a huge puddle. It was really ice. But good. I'm glad, Karina. I know you had some crazy weather there, right? Yeah, so I didn't know about a different entrance to the path that leads to where we are now. And this is pretty cool. The only thing is I don't remember benches being over here, but that's fine. But yeah, we're in Queens, New York, even though it doesn't seem like New York. It just seems like I don't know. I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like New York. When people think New York, they think of right away Times Square and big buildings. So Manhattan is over here. Let's see if I could. But besides those constant sirens that I've been hearing, so I want to walk to the end. Maybe there's a place I could put my little tripod and just focus in on the sun. So it's still a little foggy. This morning was crazy, the fog. I woke up to watch or to record the sunrise, and I couldn't even see out my window. Yes, this is like a nice. It's like a nice observation deck, but there's no. Maybe they did that on purpose. There's no. Not even one bench. I mean, I could bring my chair. How is the signal? I meant to ask that because it was clear from the parking lot. Are you guys able to see okay? Okay, thank you, Dave. Okay, thank you, Karina. Yeah, last time, I don't know if you guys were here or watched, I was at the same spot, but in the parking lot. And it was kind of cool because I could play like the radio and listen to music. But it was so nice out today. I mean, it is still chilly. I think it was like 50 when I got out of the car. But there's like a slight breeze. Hey, Kevin, how are you? You know, I just realized it's Tuesday. I think Kendra comes on, but I'm not going to stay on too long. I forgot what time she goes on. Let me zoom a little bit. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't think a lot of people think of New York like this is New York, what we're looking at right now. That's that's what I think. You know, they think it's Manhattan, it's big buildings, it's like not too much nature type, or if there is nature, it's like man-made nature. But I always like to watch the sunset. The sun rises, you know, whenever I can. And right now, this time of the year, this is like a good spot. As the summer comes, it's like the sun moves from, or we move. I'm not sure how that works. You have to go like further here. And over there is the beach. There's like a bridge to go over, and then you're a little neighborhood, and you're like Atlantic Ocean Beach. You're still in Queens. Like right now, we're in Queens, but that's Rockaway Beach. Where we are now is a neighborhood. It's called Broad Channel, and I want to show. I don't want to unfocus from the sun, but I want to show you. I want to take a second and show you like how the houses are built here. I'm just noticing I have a shot here. So this is New York. This is New York City. There's a main street that goes back and forth, and then there are streets, but then they're like built on piers. Okay, so you told me focus back in. I'll focus back in. It's just a very unique area here. Yeah, we've been having fog too, Karina. I know, I missed it. The other day I was there. I went to Governor's Island for an event, and I would take a ferry there, and everybody was like, "What is that? What is that light I see? What is that I feel?" And it was the sun. Oh, thanks, Jeff. How are you? Yeah, I think I'll just focus on the sun for a while. Should I zoom a little bit more? And the other night when I was here, there was a lot more wildlife. Like there was ducks, birds. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, something big must be going on. I hear sirens now coming from the other direction. It sounds like fire trucks. Well, that went quick. The sun just... I mean, the hour helps. Because this used to be 6 o'clock-ish. And I noticed too, this time of the year, like you don't get all those beautiful colors afterwards. You get them, but they don't hang around for a while. It seems in the summertime they're there for like an hour or so. But it's coming. The nicer weather, I mean, it's coming. Yeah, and I want to time it one evening to take the ferry and watch the sunset. But the other day, the ferry, the signal dropped like a half an hour into the ride, and the whole ride, it was 2 ferries actually. The whole thing was an hour and a half. I didn't know it dropped, and I just keep talking. I was, Jeff. I was saying to Susie about Prism. She didn't know about it. She said you use it, the Prism, so you could see the signal. Is that why you use it? Because this way, at least you have an idea, you know? It happened to me at the parade, too. I mean, it was able to film, but it was just not good quality. And you don't know. It looks fine. You know, through the camera, it looks like everything is good. Everything is fine. Everything is perfect. Life is good. I mean, I had a feeling because, like I said, the number dropped. It was saying like 1 person, and then it said 0. But I know when it was saying 1, there was like 4 people chatting, so I knew there was more than 1. And then it was weird too because I was getting chats apparently from before. Because people were like putting question marks and, oh, you're back. But I guess that was from earlier. I'll learn. I'm not that familiar or comfortable yet with the live streaming. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes you just gotta, be patient. I'm sure you went through stuff too. You just gotta be patient with yourself. And it's weird too because, I kind of got I kind of got used to doing the shorts, and that wasn't my intention. But now I could do them. I did actually one in the movie theater today, right before the movie was starting, and I was doing all the hashtags, everything I was able to do. While the previews were playing. So you get good at what you're used to, I guess, or you get used to you'll get good at what you're used to doing. Thank you. Yes, yeah. I was debating that day: should I go live or should I, film everything and then go through editing and putting it back together. And at the end, I wish I would have filmed like I did the year before. But it's fine. I mean, it bothered me a little that day. But then afterwards, it's like, okay, I learned something, You know what's wild too is like, especially with the sun, I'm looking through the screen and it's still brighter than what the what is showing. So here in New York, it seems like everybody went live all at the same time because it was such a nice day. You know, it's not summer or spring yet, but it's definitely nicer than we've been having. So a lot of people were out, a lot of people walking around. Viewfinder, how are you? Ah, see? Where did you ride? I know it is nice, but I saw people in shorts and like no sweatshirt, nothing, just short sleeves and short pants. I don't know. I wasn't that warm. Mac Movement, how you doing? Oh, in Lindenhurst. Okay, in Long Island. Okay. Yeah, so this is in Queens, in Broad Channel. I don't know if you're familiar with that. You're not too far away in Lindenhurst. You're not too far away from where I am. Yeah. So were you riding around like the town there, or you went down by the shore? I used to be big into bicycle riding. Yes, on the other side of exactly on the other side of the bridge, on the other side of the bridge on like Cross Bay Boulevard. Exactly. I was gonna walk on the beach. That's where I was gonna go, but the sunrise was on this way. You know what I mean? It was too much north, I guess you could say. That's what I was saying earlier. As the summer goes, you can see it from the beach and the boardwalk all around the town. Hey, Juliet, how are you? No problem. No problem. I got a bunch of stuff that I've been putting off, some edits and stuff. I kind of hate computer work, but it's part of this, right? It's weird. I get in moods that I just want to keep recording. I just want to keep going out and filming or like this, do lives now. And then there's other days that I just get into it and I bang out a whole bunch of whatever, shorts or whatever, and I just keep them in storage. Hey, Mac Movement. I think I said hello before, but how are you? Yes, Nomads. How are you? I still got. I think I started to look at your channel. There's something major going on. I'm hearing sirens since I've been here, and I was here. The live now is like 21 minutes, but I was here a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes before that. Oh, thank you, Viewfinder. Yeah. It is. It's like there's different time. Well, I'll get into editing, and then I'm not into making all the hashtags and the title. It's like you have to be in the mood for each thing. Nancy Drew, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, it went quick. The sun went down really quick. Um, yeah, but again, I get into it and I just come up with them. You know, I mean, they're there. I find them, but I'm like, okay, this one is a lot, or, you know, and then I have kind of a list for different types. And they help. They seem to help if you put the right ones. I used to write them down, but now I just, in my head, I'm like, okay, this video or this short is similar to this other one. Let me go there and I'll use that like as a base, and then I'll just add others. Okay, yes, Nomads. This is in Queens, in New York, and it's a neighborhood called Broad Channel. So it's close to Rockaways, which is by the beach. But this neighborhood is like a thin island. It's an actual island where there's two bridges that connect. So to get to the beach, you go through this neighborhood, and it's just like a it's a two-way street, but it's just one road, and off of that road is all these little streets. So I was showing before. I'm gonna just move the camera. I was showing before. This is like an example of some of the houses. They're built on like these piers. So they have, you could see like there's a dock there. Some of them have floating docks. A lot of them got damaged over this winter. And some of the floating docks, I think they move. But yeah, people, I was saying that before, people don't know, they don't know that this is like New York. Like if I would show this picture, to me, you would think you were someplace else besides New York City. And Manhattan is over there. Yep, that's Manhattan. So it's in Jamaica Bay. This water here is called Jamaica Bay. And on the other side, if you go this way, I guess they're not flying in this way because they changed the flight pattern. You'll see airplanes. That's JFK Airport. So that's like a major airport, but it's on the other side. This is an island, but it's very visible. I've done like plane spotting. There's like a parking lot that you could plane spot from there. And the horn you're hearing now is the train. There's a train that goes behind the houses behind me, that goes into Rockaway. And then it goes the other way, all the way actually to the Bronx. It's the longest line in New York City. Gotcha. Queens, New York, so lovely, so peaceful. Yeah, here it is. Yep. The houses, yeah, but there was one, I don't know if I put it in a video. There was like houses to access them. I got to go back there. I think to access them, the only way is to like walk down this dock. And it was like twisted. It went up and down. Here's my hand. It was like going up and down like this. It looked like a freaking roller coaster. So I'm sure they repaired it now, or, you know, made it so it's stable. But I was getting nervous walking on it. I just went a couple of feet. And then, of course, all this water, not even a month ago, was all frozen solid. There was people with ice boats, like with a big sail, and they were just using the wind to push themselves back and forth on the ice. April 2017. Yeah, last time there was actually, I was sitting in my car in the parking lot, and then ducks came, because it looked like this water. You know, it looked from my angle, it looked like there was water, and then you could see some weeds and stuff, and then you saw the sunset. But it was just a huge puddle, and the ducks were hanging out in the puddle. And I didn't notice at first when I pulled up, but they were just hanging out there, you know, just splashing around. So there's a plane. So that's going to Kennedy. So they're using a different flight path. They use, you know, sometimes they're behind me, sometimes, I guess it depends what runway they're using, and the winds and stuff. Yeah. Oh, you said it too. There's a plane. Yep. The plane. Just a cat. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, there's another place that I walk, but I have no idea how the signal is. I may just make a video there and keep it private, and then review it and see if there's an area that has a good signal. But it's like freaking amazing nature. I mean, for New York, you don't think you're in New York until you make the turn and see the Manhattan skyline. You think you could be any place else. And it's like both water. There's brackish water, more like fresh water, and on the other side is like this is salt water. But this still froze, like I said. A couple of feels like weeks ago, but probably a month now. The plane, boss, the plane, yes. Yeah, they are, but you know what it is? If you find that, it's like if I go to 2 events in a weekend, or sometimes 3 or 4, the phone fills up. And I have to, like, you know, I do the editing and everything, the guerrilla type editing that I do on the phone. So it kind of dictates how much I could film. Like this weekend that just passed, I knew there was a parade that I wanted to do Saturday, and then on Sunday I wanted to do this ice sculpture. And you know the Governor's Island. That's a cool place to bring your bike if you could get your bike into the city. You know, you could ride around the whole Manhattan now, like on the east side and the west side, and then take the ferry to Governor's Island. Beautiful views. But they were having an ice sculpting thing. And then there was 2 events that I wanted to do in Red Hook, and I couldn't really do them. I mean, it was getting late anyway, but my phone was full. So to me, that's an advantage of going live, because it's not taking up space in your phone. You know, I mean, I like to do pre-records. That's what I'm more comfortable with, because you could edit. If I stop and talk to somebody, you know, you could, like, you don't have to worry about what the chat is doing. The signal can get out when the signal can go out. Yes. I mean, that's my limited opinion. Yes, it does. And actually, I'm not putting on different apps because I don't want to, like, space is like precious to me. So that's why, like, I'm resistant to put in even Instagram or the Prism, but I'm gonna have to put the Prism because it's gonna help me. Yeah, you should, because now you could, like, be in Manhattan, and it's all designated bike lanes. You know, it's not even mixed lanes. They're like separate. Oh, you do your editing on the computer? I got used to doing it on the phone. I have a laptop now, but this is cool that you guys are talking about the external drives because I bought one. And I wanted to download specific. I'm way behind. Oh, you do use the Prism? Yeah, you should. You should get there in the summer. But okay, so I have a 1 terabyte laptop and it filled up. And everybody told, oh, you're overbuying. You don't need that 1 terabyte. You know, you do videos, okay, but 1 terabyte is not. You're never gonna fill it up. Within a couple of months, they filled it up. But I'm like, I was saving everything, not the unedited, but once I edited it, like pretty much anything I put on YouTube, I was saving. So it filled up, and I went and bought a 2 terabyte hard drive just to give me some time, you know, to go through them and to save what I wanted and get rid of other ones that I don't need. And I transferred everything. It took a couple of days. I transferred everything, but yeah, the Sky, you edit on the computer except for shorter videos. I just edit them on UCut. Okay, I use CapCut. You know what? It's just what you get used to, though, I think. But I'll check out UCut because CapCut had a problem for a while. Anyway, I transferred everything onto the 2 terabyte hard drive, and then I go back. I was like so proud of myself. I was so happy. I go back and I'm watching them on that laptop. They play perfectly on the laptop. They play perfectly on my phone. They play perfectly on YouTube. It's all choppy. So I'm like, I got to figure it out. I don't know if I did something wrong or I don't know. I asked a couple of people. I went back to where I got the hard drive. Not that they're experts. And he seemed pretty knowledgeable. And he says, no, you don't. I didn't know if like you had to format it or something like that. Or maybe I use a different cable. I don't know. But he suggested, and I haven't done it. I could have did it actually this weekend. I was with people. Bring the hard drive and play it on someone else's computer. And just, you know, try to eliminate things. Or try to transfer I did that. I transferred, instead of the whole folder, because I have one folder with all the YouTube stuff, just transfer one video. And I did that, and it's the same thing. It like jumps. It's there, but either the sound jumps, you know, like a song drops out, then comes back. It's just like annoying to watch. Like you couldn't really watch it. You don't use both of them? Just on the phone. Yeah, I do most of it, but once in a while, like for the shorts that I do, especially the CapCut, you could adjust like the speed. You could put like the ending if you want to put like a message or something, and it's pretty easy. But I think they're all the same. It's just a matter of what you get used to, like navigating. Yeah, I'll figure it out. CapCut is very popular, yeah. But somehow they connected with TikTok. So that time that they took down TikTok, CapCut was also gone. I found something else that I used, but it's like you have to relearn everything. I'm still hearing sirens. I see them over there too. I wonder what the heck is going on. These sound more like ambulances. You know, I was going to go over there too. On the other side, there's a bridge over there. And that's where I was going to go. Let me see. See that bridge right there? I was going to go right to the other side. And that seems to be where all the sirens and stuff are. I don't know if it's good or bad that I came here. Oh, maybe something happened because there was like a lot of people in the, maybe something happened with a boat or something. Maybe like a rescue. I didn't see helicopters though. Oh yeah, she does a lot in the city. I know. Sorry to go off on that tangent. The YouTube, the woes of recording YouTube. You know what I gotta find like a 13-year-old kid, and he'll be like, "Oh no, I should ask one of my nephews, or even some of my grandnephews. They're like 6 or 8 or 9, whatever. They'll know." Oh, train like the subway trains. Can you hear the train behind me chugging? No, it's the old abandoned Long Island Railroad. That's the A train. That's the one that goes to Rockaway. And it's like on the other side of the road, and then there's a distance to where the train is actually running. But it's just, I guess tonight the way the sound is carrying, because I've been here before and I didn't notice the train sound. So to me, this is the best part of the sunset. I was gonna say, should I take a walk and just like to the other side of this park? This park is pretty new. It was always like a parking lot. Well, I should say this area where they built this deck is new. And it's named like Sunset something. Sunset is in the name of it. Oh, she does Long Island Railroad and Subway. Gotcha. Yeah, this area is like an amazing. If you look at the history of it, they were gonna make this like a main place for New York City, like to get fish. Like instead, it used to be the Fulton Fish Market. They wanted to make this instead of having it in Manhattan, to have it here. But they didn't. It was in Manhattan for a long time, close to where the ferry was that I was on yesterday. Right by like the Brooklyn Bridge, Pier 17 now they call it. But then they moved that to the Bronx, to Hudson Point, the fish market. Yeah, it looks good. Thank you, Just a Cat. It's weird because looking through the camera and looking up and seeing what it looks like, with my eyes, it looks darker with my eyes. So we'll stay here a while, and then I'll find my way back. This is what happened the other night. I went to go for a walk, and I didn't know that there was another entrance to this pier platform thing, because it gets very dark here. but I do have a light. Yes. Yeah. And it also, if you look back, like during Prohibition, this was like a big rum run, I guess all kinds of spirits. That's the story that I heard. And again, because the houses are built like on docks, there were like some houses that you could pull your boat right in, and then it's like literally that the boat is hidden under the house. So supposedly this was like a major spot that they would go out to larger boats that brought, at that time was illegal alcohol, and they would bring them here. I mean, that's my understanding. I don't want to say 100%. I'm sure you could research it, but it's just like all of New York, right? If you look at any neighborhood, every neighborhood has some kind of history. I love that now. I'm not into history, but if it has something to do with something that I am familiar with, or something that I know where it is, then I love it. And it usually like helps explain, oh, that's why this is that way. Or, oh, that's why this street is named this, because there was an aqueduct here. And, this would feed the water to the city, or whatever it is. Yeah, it was Moses, actually. Moses did not want this here to be the fish market. I'm pretty sure he was against it. So they were saying like that's one of the few things that he did good. And he wanted to make Rockaway. He wanted to make like a huge highway to go from here all the way from, not here, on the other side in Rockaway, all the way to what do you call it, Jones Beach. And he started, there's like a house if you look at the house, you're like, wait, it looks like half the house is gone, because they didn't sell or whatever, and they took it over, and they did build this major road, but it kind of doesn't go, it doesn't continue. Oh yeah, they make fun of me. I always carry a flashlight. Okay, nomads. Yes, nomads. Thank you for coming in. And I gotta check your channel out. I have it on my list. I definitely have to check it out. I think I looked at it quick. Ocean Parkway, no, this in Rockaway itself. Ocean Parkway has a whole history also. It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But it looks so different through the phone.
Yeah. Your eye never gonna be like the phone. Your eye is much better.
I don't know.
No, usually you see by your eye much better than the phone.
Show him the picture after you take it. I think he's going to be convinced. It looks like maybe 20 minutes or half an hour ago. It looks brighter.
Oh yeah. We was here, but we wasn't know how we can enter from this sidewalk.
Exactly, me too. You would try to go through that big puddle?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other day it wasn't just a puddle. There was a huge bank of snow that they pushed there.
This is the thing you put money and...
No, you don't have to put money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just using it to hold my hand to keep it stable. I'm doing like a live stream, so people are watching. But you see how it looks in the camera compared to what we're looking at? This looks like maybe an hour ago. Not an hour ago, but some time ago. Sorry, my hand was pointing more towards the sky. Oh, Ocean Parkway in Long Island. I thought you were talking about Ocean Parkway in Brooklyn. No problem, Katrina. I hope it's only good news. How's it look through there?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. مستري في الساعة اليمين والشمال.
I was gonna try to put the camera through there so they could see, but I don't know if it would come out. Yeah, they have like these, I guess like binoculars on a stilt here. Uh-oh. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Yes, Ocean Parkway. I used to ride the bike there a lot. My motorbike. It's beautiful. Not by Gilgo though. Gilgo has a history of its own now, right? But I used to go by the OBI and the Crabtree for car shows and motorcycle shows.
تشتغل الحين.
حلوة. Yeah.
So I was saying before, this is beautiful what they built here, and they must have did it for a reason. There's like no benches. You know what I mean? Oh, you're taking a picture?
Yeah.
Does it come out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a nice effect because it's like the round.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very cool.
كله اسود.
Oh, 20 minutes away from the Ocean Parkway.
يكون في واحد عربي.
Yeah, I go to Long Island a lot. Especially for car shows. Because it's like every night, every day. Well, every weeknight and on the weekends, there's a car show someplace out there. I especially like the one in Oyster Bay. On, I think it's Tuesdays. Yeah, and Belmar too, right? I go there on Friday nights, but once in a while they have in the morning.
استنى. فيديو. كيس نمشي.
Oh, kayaking? Wow. I'm trying to think. All the times I've been there, I don't think I went near the water. No, of course we
Have a
did.
night.
Okay, you too. Take care. Now you know the secret, right? The other entrance. Oh, thank you, Juliet. Yeah, still on. I want to try something. They just showed me something. There was another couple here. I want to see something. We're gonna experiment. I'll go back if it doesn't work out. So far, it's not working out. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't go. Don't go. I don't know how she did it. Oh, there. No. Aha. I need a third hand. She had a husband or somebody. I was trying to put the camera through this through these like viewfinders. So she took a regular picture. She didn't take a video, but it came out cool. It was like a circular effect. So now you could see the city, the rest of the city over there. Some of this is Brooklyn, but you could see right there is the city. Yes, at Belmont train station, exactly. Hey, welcome. How are you? If I'm filming on the toaster, no, it looks like a bread, maybe a bread, what do you call those? Not a bread basket, a bread box. Hey, Russian Wind, how are you? Yeah, it is beautiful, right? It doesn't look like New York City. So that bridge right there, that's the Verrazano Bridge that connects Brooklyn. So we're in Queens. That's connecting Brooklyn to Staten Island. And this bridge is connecting Brooklyn to Queens to Rockaway. I shouldn't have moved. I had everything balanced. Like, I get it back. Well, you got spots too, Viewfinder. There's some beautiful spots in Long Island. I like the North Shore. I mean, from riding, when I used to ride the motorbike, I used to love when we would go on the North Shore. I mean, the South Shore is beautiful, but it was just something different, you know? After a while, you get tired. It sounds crazy. It sounds like spoiled or something, but you get tired of riding near the ocean. And some of the towns and stuff on the North Shore are beautiful. Yes, it's like you're looking, over there is not crazy, but it's so busy, and over here is so different. Right? It is nice. Even the roads, I think, are a little nicer. Although the roads in general in Long Island are much, much better shape than in the city. And especially when you get out to Suffolk. All right, so I think I'm going to walk a little. Let me unzoom. I think I'm zoomed up. Yeah. Let's see how far I get. I got my flashlight. So that's the bridge that goes into Rockaway. Oh, you know what we should do? I know I was here once and oh, the water was up to here. So this must be low tide. Sometimes this water goes all the way to here, and we were like looking down, and all of a sudden we seen the horseshoe crabs. They use like these pylons, and I think over here they were using like to put their eggs. But there's also a spot underneath that bridge that I first pointed out that they come ashore and they mate. Those are cool. Guess this is good. So yeah, over here is just, you see like different kinds of wildlife and stuff, and you could see the water would go up maybe to here at different points. Oh, I think someone came in. Okay. You should. If you ride your bike here, you come over the bridge. I don't know how you, if you put it in a car or you take the train. But it's right next to the bridge that goes into Rockaway. So if you're coming from the north to south, it's on the right-hand side. And it's like the last little street before the bridge, like before the toll for the bridge. People make fun of me because I carried a flashlight. It's just something I started doing. Most of the, you might not use it for a week, but when you do need it, then you have it. So yeah, this was the thing. If you go this way, there's like a huge puddle. Exactly, yeah, you'll find it on the map. So I don't want to get too close to these cars because they're hanging out, probably just taking any. But you see, I couldn't walk this way, and I was like, oh man, I was hoping the puddle was gone because there was a big snowbank the other day and the puddle. But I saw somebody walking off, and I'm like, let me just watch him. Where is he going? I didn't know if he was going to go through these weeds, which doesn't look like something I would want to walk through, unless it was like a path. And I don't know if I ever knew this. This goes down this way. So I'm going to walk over to that other street and just see what we could see. I don't want to be like too intrusive with the houses. And it will give you a better idea too if you find where how to get here. But like you say, you put it in the Google Earth, you'll see it. Maybe you're doing it right now. No, I know. The other day when I was here, I think it was last week. Looks like cat trails, yeah. The other day when I was here, all of a sudden, like I said, there was like some swans or ducks, I don't know what the hell they were, in that big puddle. And they were just like kind of hanging out, and I felt bad that I was like, oh man, I wish I had something to feed them. And they were like, just flopping around, and as the sun was setting, I was in the car. And then I got out of the car, I did a live then. And I got out of the car, And I was on the other side of these weeds in that parking lot there, and all of a sudden it sounded like a wild boar or something. I don't know what the hell these sounds were. And then it stopped, and I was like, "Do you hear that?" And then the chat was like, "Yeah, we hear it. We hear it." And I still to this day don't know what it was. But then somebody said maybe one of the birds were like getting attacked. But I think it was just a bird. I don't know. I don't think there's anything crazy. You know what I mean? Oh, this Manhattan. I don't think it was like anything like a wild wolf or, you know, a wild dog or anything. Oh, interesting. Found a bench. So actually could do the sunset from here too. The signal is still good. I have go. I had a feeling. I was like saying before you come. I guess they were, yeah, they were acting wild that day. I don't know if it's the time of the day. Okay, good. Thank you. And not that I'm paranoid, but it's like I don't want to continue to keep going if the signal's not good. Oh, you know what your landmark is? Just if you find that there's a bagel store. Actually, it's pretty good. Right there. So it's right across from there. There's two entrances if you're driving a car. There's one like right by the bridge, and then another one block. There's a traffic light. And it's just one spot. I mean, there's a lot of little places if you're on the bicycle to ride to. Yeah, you should check it out. I mean, the warmer weather is coming. So I never took this path this way. I'm interested to see like where, obviously it's going to put me on that street with the houses, but I don't know, I guess on the end. This is cool. So they made like this semicircle, like they're gonna put something here. And the other side of the parking lot is cool too. Like you could walk almost under the bridge. I was gonna start the live there, and then I said, you know what? I don't know how good the signal is. And the sun was already pretty much setting. But that's more like a regular park. There's ball fields and stuff like that. Wow. This puts you at the end of the block. Yeah, like a bench, or it would be good. Like I'm big into like shade. If they would put like another gazebo or something, but maybe people maybe they don't want benches because then people sit and you know. Like if I had no choice, I would live here on a bench. You know what I mean? They don't want like people camping out. Oh, it doesn't connect. Oh, it just dead ends here. It doesn't put you onto the street. All right. So actually, Sunset Cove, that's what it's called. Oh, the bagel place made the map? Okay, no problem, Russian Wind. I understand. Thank you. Yeah, so the houses that I was showing before on like the pier on the pylons is not this street, it's the next street over. This street ends here with this house. And this is, you know, still land. It's not over the water, but they are waterfront. They would have, you know, they could have a dock back there or moor their boat and like row out to them. Like I said, this is pretty new. I'm thinking maybe 2 years, maybe a little longer. It took them a while to do it because it was like swampland. You know, as the tide changes, so they had to put all kinds of pylons and stuff. They were driving pylons for a while. There's someone's boat right in the backyard. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Ruby? I don't know what Ruby. I'm trying to think, did I say something? Oh, thank you, Just a Cat. Of course. I really want to do a sunrise, but I was thinking like on a Thursday to do a sunrise, so this way because I got comfortable watching Craig, and then I thought, whoa, the hour change, and I was gonna do it today, or at least go and watch it. You know, I have still be there, but watching it, and it was like so foggy, it wasn't even worth it. So I went back to bed. Okay, Viewfinder. I think I spoke to you or I saw you in some of the New York chats. I know it's like a beautiful. I prefer the sunsets. We were talking about this on my last one. I always like the sunsets because it's like to me, like a more peaceful time of the day, if that sounds, because it's like you're usually off work, you're home, you know, maybe you're eating. All right, Viewfinder, good seeing you, and thanks for coming. where the sunrise is like you might be thinking about all the stuff you want to do or have to do that day. But I got into it for a while, mostly during the pandemic times. I would go every day to a different spot and watch the sun come up. And it is a cool way, like it's worth it. You have to, get ready and get out there, but I'm looking for my way out of here. Not here, not here. It was like a beaten down part that I walked across. It was basically dirt. The weeds were gone. So yeah, on the other side here is like a popular place to come and like walk your dog or run your dog, let your dog run around, and you could go all the way. It's pretty far. You go all the way down to the water's edge, where the bridge crosses. Is this me? I don't think so. Yeah, it is. It's all new. The only problem is if I don't find my way out. Remember before I said I wouldn't mind living here if I had no home? I might be staying here. Oh, here. This looks like it. Yes. Okay, I'm back to the parking lot. No wild ducks got me. Camping, streaming, yeah. I do have my backup battery. Could probably last for a couple of hours. I don't know if we could see anything here. But you know what? If you guys don't mind, tell me if the signal is still good. Or, tell me when it drops out. Back, wild duckies. Yeah, I didn't bring any protection. I should carry something like a bat or something. Bat out a duck. So yeah, there's a big ball field. There's a couple of ball fields. And this side they redid too. This was always a park. So I don't know, I may have to retitle the video. Hala Walks in the Dark. Because the sunset is definitely over. Hello.
Hello.
I know. It must be brighter going the other way. She didn't even have it's dark. It's freaking dark here, man. So there's a big flagpole here. I think the name of this park is American something. All American something. Playground or something. It's pretty big. Yeah, I was expecting that she would have a dog with her. Walk here. The signal is still good. And you could see like all these shells. So they're getting them from the water, the birds, and then smashing them. All American Playground. Jeff, how do you know that? You're in Ohio. I think we're gonna. You're right. That is it. All American. Jeff, you got excellent vision. Before I even reached the sign, you knew it was American. But this is not really the way I wanted to come. I think I have to walk on the dirt. The signal is still good. The picture is still good. Nelson, how are you? You missed the sunset. Now it's just me walking around in the dark with my flashlight that everybody makes fun of. You know what would suck is if the flashlight dies. You said it. Oh, she's doing her trivia. I will be there. I think there's somebody else that I usually watch too before her. It was just, you know what it was? It was such a nice day. And tomorrow's supposed to be kind of, I think it's tomorrow night. It's supposed to get crappy. So I wanted to do a sunset. It was such a beautiful day. I didn't expect to stay on this long, but I'm kind of interested to see if the signal is good here, because I'll do something else here. When it's, daylight. No, I did not miss it. The sunset, wink, wink. Oh, you didn't miss the sunset, but did you see my sunset? It is? Oh, this is amazing. This is good. My confidence is back. Which way? Which way? This way, I think. So this isn't paved anymore. This is like sand, or it's not really dirt, it's sand. And that's the bridge that I was talking about before. Maybe I could go magnet fishing. Never done that. That's the train. But that's on the other side. Yeah, so here. That's a horseshoe crab. This one, of course, is no longer with us. And it's got all like mussels and stuff attached to it. This looks like something you would pop out. I know, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, Nelson. I'm hoping nobody pops out on me. So I'm thinking I could do a sunrise from here if the signal is good. Because I don't know if it's this point of the year, but the sun is going to come up. It comes up right here. I could get up early and get down here. And I guess it would have to do with the tide too. Yeah, the ground now, it's like my feet are sinking in a little. So the sand is soft. So it was wet not too long ago. I'm looking for trolls. Don't they say trolls live underneath the bridge? Oh, you gotta check them out. I did a video, but they're freaking like look prehistoric, and it's amazing. And I won't fall in. Someone moved over there? Good. They're moving away from me. They're scared of me. So there you could see a plane just took off from Kennedy. This is a good place for plane spotting too. So now we're underneath the road, underneath the bridge. I don't see any trolls though. Ain't no loss if it was never yours. That's cool. Yeah, so there's a certain time of the year, full moon, they come up and they'll reach all the way up to here. And I went on this thing, they explained about them and they show how they latch on to each other. There's a short of them with like a love song because they're latched and they're male and female, and they're like so old, it's like unbelievable. I don't even need the light. And they're like prehistoric, but they look like an old maybe German helmet or something, and they can't hurt you. We could hurt them, but they can't hurt us. And the females, they come to the same exact spots. There's a couple of spots. They come to the same exact spots that certain time of year after year, to lay the eggs, and like they bury them. And then those eggs mature, or whatever the word is, and they find their way back to the water. But of course, humans being humans, their blood is like worth a lot of money. It's like some kind of a blue blood or something. Not the TV program. Some kind of blue blood. And they use it for research. But people will come here to this spot and grab them up. And they're not doing it right. Like there's a correct way to do it, that you could drain a certain amount, or extract a certain amount of blood from them, and they'll still be able to survive. But they're doing it like, they're taking them out of here quick, like in the middle of the night, and bringing them someplace and doing it. You know what I mean? They're not doing it under any kind of controlled atmosphere or anything. They'll just drain all the blood, because I forget how much an ounce. It's crazy. Yeah, again, this is New York City. Who would think? Okay, now the trick is gonna be to find my way back. What are you laughing at? They are living. They are. Google it. Not now, when I end. But yeah, if you look, there's a video of it. Horseshoe crab something, and it's this exact spot. That's why I kind of knew that the path is paved a certain distance, and then it would turn to like grass and then eventually sand. And we went underneath the bridge. You know, you just walk down. There was all kinds of like tables, information about it, set up. Almost missed my turn. I've been on a couple, but that was the only one in this particular spot. They also do it in this area, Plum Beach, which is like the side of the Belt Parkway. And also the pier at the end of Rockaway Avenue. Like those are both exits off the Belt Parkway, the Plum Beach and the Rockaway Parkway, I think it's called, pier. And they do it at a certain time, the tours. They do it at a certain time knowing that they should be able to find them. And this whole area, like even where I was before in that walkway, they I saw them. As I was saying before, it was like high tide. It's exactly what they were doing. It was high tide, so they were coming up, and you could see them like in the water without a flashlight or anything. And they would hang out there and then just stay there. When the tide goes back, that's when they're gonna crawl up as far as they can to the land, lay their eggs, and then get back to the water at the next high tide. It's pretty dark without the flashlight, so there's a better path here, or that water. Yeah, so I got to come up with a better title. This is not watching sunrise or sunset with Holler anymore. Sniper, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I know, just the cat. It's so like, and they're endangered, or they should be on the endangered list, but I don't know. And then it's like, of course, like everything else in nature, this is all coming back to me now from the tour that I went on, the information that I found. The eggs are food for birds that come this way at that same exact time of the year. So, you know, they don't do any harm, and they actually provide a food source for another form of wildlife. But they use the blood in some kind of labs for some research, which is good. I mean, that's fine. But you don't have to kill them to do it, and you don't have to do it illegally. I don't know, there's a whole thing. So yeah, if you watch the video, it's this walk that I'm on, and they had like all tables set up here with information, and then as you wanted, it was like kind of, wasn't like an official tour. You just went down there and there was people down there talking, giving you information or answering questions. People in the cars are probably saying, what the hell's this guy doing? But I'm over here wondering, what the hell are they doing in the car? Where's the opening? Where's the opening? Okay. Of course, the opening is at the path that I should have stayed on. All right, guys, made it back to the parking lot. And it's weird, I don't hear any kind of wildlife. The other night, like I said, they were going crazy. Maybe they were fighting over food, I don't know. I'm hoping that they weren't food for somebody else. Oh, it's an army game? I never got into video games. Well, as far as the water, that people do fish over there where I was walking. So I got to go back now that I know the signal is good. I'm interested to play this back. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a wrap. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming in, and have a good night. I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Thank you, everybody.